Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Masquerada, Songs and Shadows. Now, in the last episode, Vasco nearly salted himself, and Kalden got some pretty bad news. So let's go ahead and check up on the lore and everything first, and then we'll head back into the Estiguary. First, let's do case notes. The Fae has been created. I have sent it out to find us our next lead, and I'm certain it will return. It has been a while since I have penned in detail our exploits, but the weight of a heavy heart is not confined to the breast. I now must make the attempt at recording all that is past. Lucia is the herald, and she believes that a Fae called the Lady has the ability to lead the city in order to defend it against another cataclysm. I do not know enough about the cataclysm to be so quickly convinced, however. In fact, it seems more likely that this is a lie fed to her by the Lady in order to frighten her into action. The powers of the Lady are impressive. They led Lucia to the heart, one of the Trehor. I know not how or when it came into her possession, but surely it was the Lady that brought her to it. Though I know it plays a role in the creation of Masquerades, I know not exactly what that role is. I'm certain, however, that it hasn't much power on its own. If it did, Lucia would have demonstrated it. What better way to convince me of its capacity? The fact that she did not is enough for me to believe that her possession of the artifact hasn't created an insurmountable power gap. Though the Lady is clearly powerful, I am uncertain she is all that Lucia makes her out to be. The Lady promised Lucia that she had a plan for me. Doubtless it was that I would see her logic and aid in her conquest, but the fact that I am here chronicling this proves that the Lady is not all-knowing. She does not have the world bending that to her will, and that should give us enough hope. Also, another bridge has been drawn that is sure to change the world as we see it. Previously, we had established that the Masquerades were once Domedicate. We established that the Mist were an essential component of the Fae. Now we learn that the Mist of Ombre are the remnants of the Masquerades that dissipate upon the Rare's death. Masquerades are of the same essence as Fae, the souls of the Domedicate. I have given the Fae instructions to find the rest of the Trehor. It makes me uncomfortable that all we can do now is wait for its return, but we must not forget to rest while we can. Unfortunately, that prospect seems slim, what with Vince's arrival and the news she's brought. Indeed. So if we go into the Codex, here's a new one on Vasco, which is very interesting. I'm really wanting to see more of Vasco's story and why he did what he did. When he said, "Not again." Okay, Kalden. We have only 2 more entries left on Kalden. And he's about to lose his legacy. So we'll probably have to go and run interference on that. Basically, show that his legacy is quite strong. And we got some masks. What did we get here? It was for... Was it for Kalden? Yes. Increasing the caster's attack speed by 20% for 10 seconds. That's it? Conjures a maelstrom that sucks in enemies within 8 meters for 4 seconds. Which one does he have? All ally. I still like him being heavy support. There's the meteor storm. That's what she has currently. Slow-moving fireball. It was Amadea who had that one. Turns to stone and taunt nearby enemies for 5 seconds. While the caster is in this form, they cannot move, become immune to damage, and heal for 10% of their maximum health per second. Ooh! So they heal 50% of their health when they do that. That's kind of cool. What does Amadea have equipped right now? Oh, the Kalden grunts. Actually, I kind of like that one a little bit better. Stampede of lightning horses that deal 60 damage to enemy in their path. Lightning strikes around the caster for 20 damage and stun enemies. Well, we already have the Stampede of lightning horses already for Cicero here, I believe. Yep, lightning horses. We're good. And we had skills. Oh, we got a lot of skill points. Holy crap. Excellent. Well, Let's go ahead and upgrade the void ball thing that we have here. That's going to cost 3. Doing a little bit of bookkeeping here to start the episode out, guys. Damage reduction. Aura radius by 3 meters and nearby allies gain 10% damage reduction. Ooh. Well. No, I like that one a little bit better. Each companion's focus and health become the average of the total maximum focus and health of the entire party. Ew. Kalden recovers 100% of his maximum focus. Each companion's focus and health becomes the average of the total maximum focus and health of the entire party. That could actually be a bad thing, couldn't it? Let's just go with that. I don't want to really commit to anything too much. Fireball. More damage. And Amadea, what were you working on? Flint Bolt. Yes, indeed. Dealt damage this way, suffer 8 bleed damage. Oh, yes. Damage over time. And Vasco, despite the fact that you are not in a good way, I think you can pull this off. Skill cooldowns of all allies inside Requiem get reduced by... Let's go ahead and make that. That's more damagey. Allies inside Requiem recover 3% of their focus whenever they auto-attack enemies. Let's go with Haunt. Okay. We're in good shape now. And we can't go over to the blacksmith because we did find some new stuff in those ruins. Let's head back inside. Maybe we can talk to Kalden again. Okay. She's right there. Let's see if there's anything else to look at. Looks like everyone else has gone to bed. Okay. Well, maybe she can give us some more insight as to what we can do to help Kalden out.
He told me what happened with Jaxus.
That's good.
In just the span of over a year, he's lost 2 of the most important people in his life. Now his legacy is in jeopardy as well.
Pardon my language, sir, but damn it, he doesn't deserve this. He's already got enough on his plate with the world looking at people like him the way they do. It's not fair.
You shouldn't be drinking. You worry him.
I'll drink it for you.
What are you gonna do, sir?
What do you mean?
Stand up for him is what I mean. You're not gonna let him go through that, are you?
Stand up for... Do you know what that means?
It means that you'll be there for him.
It means that I'll be defying the Hall of Songs. This is the way people like him have been treated for ages.
So you believe that it's right, the way they treat him?
Of course not!
Then you'll stand up for him.
It's not that simple.
I don't see why not!
I'm just one man!
So what?
Yep.
Who cares if you're 1 man or 100? You believe in something, you fight for it. Simple. And you believe in Cal, don't you?
You don't know what you're saying.
I'm too young, so I don't matter, is that it?
No, Vin, please.
I hope you enjoyed your drink, sir.
Yowza. Can't win for trying, can you, Cicero? Okay. And that was Vince's last entry. Anyone else want to yell at me tonight? Guess not. The next morning... Oh. Meanwhile...
Herald, this will hurt.
Just get it over with. Is that the last of them?
Yes, Herald. Though, if I might say, the next time you want to heal yourself so rapidly, it would be wise to set the bones right first.
I was under dozens of feet of stone. That tends to complicate healing.
You're right, I apologize. It was quick thinking. Quite likely saved your life.
Dismissed.
For the lady.
I like him.
You said he would listen.
And he did.
Glenda?
Then why is he not here with me?
It is part of the plan.
The Barati are all gone.
They did not fall into the grander scheme of things.
How could they not? You have told me what we need to do. Unite the city, repair the broken Medea. How does the Barati not accomplish that?
You would not understand.
Then help me too. Help me understand why you brought me to such power, only to strip me of it.
The next piece is in their hands, and they needed hope before they acted.
Acts like a Vorlon.
In their hands.
The gears are turning. The rivers are flowing. In time, you will see, my child. But till then, you must have faith.
Yes, milady.
You could sense that doubt in her voice. A chat with Amadea, huh? I guess morning is broke.
Odd time for reading.
I didn't want to wake the others. You?
Just, thinking. So, you did buy it in the end.
It's a good book. I'm reading about how our people in the Second Canticle still feared the Masquerades.
Still holding your spear?
I suppose you would be interested in that, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
It's testament to how knowledge can change the world. The moment you understand the power of something, how it works, what it can do, the way you use it, the way it shapes the world, changes.
And here I was thinking that you hated history.
Oh, I do. Just, not the lessons you could get from it.
Fair. Fair. What? Have I got something on my face?
No, it's just, the others were right. You are quite different.
If I might be honest.
I'd like nothing else.
When we realized that you weren't with us in the Golden Canvas, I was scared.
How thoughtful.
The last time I felt that way was when I woke up in the Whispering Streets, after what happened in the White Spire.
When you could have helped Invidious.
Yes. It's the fear of losing something that matters. And I dealt with it 5 years ago, by thinking that it would be better never to have anything to lose, than risk losing it all.
Not completely wrong.
No, but... Lysandra. For 5 years, I had the opportunity to be a part of something that was important to me. I denied myself of it, and now I know how much more painful that is. I don't want to do it again.
Still, though, you've changed pretty quickly.
Cicero, I don't think you know how much effort it takes to be mean.
You going to stay out?
I'd like to read a little more, yes.
All right. Good night, then.
You finished your thinking?
Now I have. Yes.
Good night, Cicero.
Alrighty. Waiting for that inevitable scene to play out. Let's go ahead and crash out. I guess it's still the middle of the night. Late night reading. Oh dear.
Kalden?
Please, stay out of this.
Oh no.
What is this?
A solution.
What are you talking about? Oiled cloth. Kalden, what are you doing?
I've thought about it. Zelia cannot know. I will not let her take the Sail Heart from me, or Raz's legacy. She cannot know the truth.
Kalden, do not be foolish. Talk to me, please.
I'm sorry, Cicero.
Kalden, stop! Kalden!
Oh, man.
Give it back to me.
Put down the flame.
I will do it with or without the Masquerade. How much of my arm will be left after is up to you.
Damn it, Kalden, don't do this!
What else am I supposed to do? Allow them to take everything I have from me?
Burning your tattoo away is going to solve nothing!
It will invalidate the journal. I will mend my flesh, clean out Jax's room, and there will be nothing they can use against me.
You will lose everything you have of him, Kalden!
I lose either way! At least this will protect the children and my brother's legacy. Razatov, Jaxus, they both would have wanted this.
You know that's not true. This needs to stop, Kalden. Don't let their deaths be in vain.
I am sorry.
No!
Oh!
Cicero, you damn fool.
Let me see it. Good. Good.
Still there.
Tides take you. What were you thinking?
You don't deserve to do this to yourself. No one does.
What about the Sail Heart, the children? Razatov's chime? Let them take my song, I don't care. But my brother, he should not pay for my wrongs.
There is no wrong to even speak of. If they want to take the Sail Heart and your brother's legacy, let them try. Between you and me, I think we can take them on. Vince said a sticky little thing last night. But if you believe in something, you fight for it. You raised her well, Kalden.
I didn't do it alone.
He was willing to go all out, wasn't he?
We won't have to let them know. We'll go to the Hall of Songs first, settle this issue with Zelia and Orlana, and then we'll come back.
Then it is your turn to tell us everything, yes?
It is. Now...
Leaving already?
Not this time, boys.
Oh, the ladies are tagging along.
The two of you should be resting. The Fae hasn't come back yet.
And let Kalden deal with this by himself.
What?
Please, Mariner. You were screaming last night. You really thought no one else would hear?
You know?
Surprise.
And Vasco?
Yes?
Vasco?
His metal is impressive.
What's going on?
He woke me up before dawn, asked for my help.
To what?
To
speak.
And?
Not perfect. Mind muddled. Languages floating. But better.
Vasco, I'm...
No. Now is the Mariner's time. To share... I support you.
Thank you.
Besides, your personal life is your own. As long as it doesn't get in the way of the investigation.
And since the investigation is waiting for the return of our supernatural friend...
I don't believe this.
This world, not always hopeless.
I guess not.
Come on. I think the coach has space for one more. The others can stay back, in case our Fae returns.
Interesting. Okay. So Vasco Oh, Kalden's only got one entry left. Yowza. Well, there we go. We are what we choose to be. Green Goblin said that in Spider-Man. Was that it? Just those two? Actually, how much more do we have on Vasco? We've got 2 on Vasco. Now let's have a chat with everyone.
I'd like to thank you, Marshal, for being so accepting of the Mariner.
It isn't so much a feat as you describe it.
I'd beg to differ. Supporting Italios isn't quite the most orthodox action.
The Lucca aren't known for standing up for what is orthodox, Inspectore. We're known to stand up for what's right.
Another verse from the Bright Chorus?
No. My father, this time.
They're wise words. I only wish more people listened to them these days.
We should be getting ready, Inspectore.
Of course.
Tiziana. A lady of contradictions.
Quite eventful these days have been. First our poor friend Salts, and now we learn that another is Talios. You've always been a magnet for the dramatic, you know.
You don't have to tell me twice. Do thank Lavia for me, if you get the chance. It's sweet of her, taking care of Vasco like that.
What can I say? Your friends are our friends, Cicero.
Even the Mariner?
I was from Rune, Cicero. Our customs are rather different over there. Besides, if there's one thing living in this city does to people, it's open minds. You don't survive long in a world of fire and ice with such narrow vision.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Old friends, achievement unlocked.
It was nice, what you did for Khaldun.
He's gone through enough. It would be awful to make things any harder for him.
Do you have something else on your mind? You sound a little distracted.
Well, I do, actually. That Fae that you created last night. How?
Kyrie's explained it all to us.
No, I meant the Scythe. What were you thinking of? What did you use?
It's not the shortest story. Are you certain you want to hear it?
I'm sure we can spare a little time.
When I was younger, I had been Contadani. I had always thought the Portieri guards that patrolled the spire had the ripest purses. I haunted the streets around it like a spectre. Me and my fruit knife.
You? A cut purse?
I did not learn all my skills from the registry, no. One day, I got caught, and the Portieri dragged me by my heels up the grand stairs. When we came to the top, I had my breath taken from me. Sprawled out before me was the city that I had hated for cursing me and my family with poverty. But at that moment, from that vantage point, it suddenly seemed beautiful. The guards turned to me and asked me what I was doing. I turned to them and said, I want to be a Portieri.
What did they do then?
Clubbed me over the back of my head.
No, they didn't.
I woke up in a cell, told my story to the Valencio at the time, and the rest is a story of history.
And you used that?
That moment at the top of the stairs, looking out at the city. I was remembering the wonderment, the drive to make it better, the awe at its beauty, the curiosity at its secrets. And then that Fae materialized.
I see. Thank you for sharing.
Come on, let's get ready.
So that was the emotional hook needed.
1.
1.
Again. 1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3.
Again. 3.
You'll fail.
It's all right. Let's try that again, from the beginning. 1.
It's like a speaking montage. Now, do we have a scene right now? Nope. Just whenever we decide to head into the carriage to go defend Kalden's legacy and his honor and his name and all that stuff. Before we do that, though, let's see what we got here. We got Leonera? 3% focus. But I like the 2% HP focus is good too. 15% damage, 30% proc chance. Ooh! 30% damage, 15% proc chance. I actually really like that one. So let's go ahead and get that for everyone. Now I know some of these guys would probably, it would serve them better to have proc chance stuff, but right now we seem to be doing okay. Just putting that across the entire board. But I think that'll do it for today, guys. We kept Kalden from making a very grave mistake, and looks like we are going to go defend our friend to the court of public opinion. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.